podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com.
Man, I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to be the best.
Boxingvoice.com.
One champion, one face, one name. His name's Deontay Wilder.
Boxingvoice.com.
It's the fact that I've been one that keep them for the longest time.
110%. There's no doubt in my mind that will happen. There's no doubt in my mind I'll beat Wilder as well.
I'm scaring heavyweights each and every time. Don't you see it? You know, I am the most feared. And if I'm not, then I want somebody to shut me up. I want somebody to prove that to me. I want to be proven wrong. But right now, I don't feel like nobody's going to prove me wrong. Who has the guts?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, preview and prediction day. We are back with another one, flagship show. Today we will be previewing, predicting, giving you our opinions and thoughts on Jermall Charlo taking on Brandon Adams. If you don't know who Brandon Adams is, we will inform you and give you all the details on his come up. Next on the docket, we'll be discussing Demetrius Andrade defending his WBO middleweight title versus something Sulecki. Yeah, you know him. He's faced Gabriel Rosado and Daniel Jacobs. Then over on ESPN, we have main event Richard Commey defending his IBF title versus Raymundo Beltran. Many chances has Beltran had at a title, and he's become a champion. Let's see, could he do it one more time, or is Richard Commey the goods? Beltran definitely a battle-tested veteran that'll let us know the answer to that. Tyson Fury, Big Baby Miller, the news keeps rumbling. Now Frank Warren comes out and confirms that Miller is a viable opponent. We have other news and notes to get to, but this is the show, the bulk of it. The number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Now, don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation, absolutely free from anywhere in the world. Just download that app on the Android app market or the iPhone app market, absolutely free. Now, I implore you, while you're there, go ahead and download the free Patreon app. Sign up to theboxingvoice.com sign up to patreon.com/theboxingvoice. It's a crowdfunding website. You will be essentially helping us meet our goals and ensure that we continue to give you this content multiple times a day, 7 days a week. We do live shows every day. We do live fight chats on Saturday, and we come back and review the fights on Sunday. So this is a 7-day-a-week show. If you appreciate that, hit the thumbs up button. It's absolutely free. If you want to go a step further, head on over to theboxingvoice.com and use one of our affiliate sponsor links. If you're going to be doing some Amazon shopping, use our Amazon link, bookmark it, save it, share it, use it. TBV gets a kickback, and it costs you absolutely nothing. Look, I've talked enough, messed up enough. Let me go on out to Big Mike in Indiana.
DAZN Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed out my first service. A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Thursday night flagship, and shout out to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Man, Joseph Parker's back this weekend. We got Erickson Lubin back, and we got my guy Jermall Charlo and my guy Brandon Adams. You know what I'm saying? So that's a bittersweet fight for me. Also, we got Demetrius Andrade back against Sulecki. Carlos Adames against next guy, Patrick Day. Junior Fire is back in action. And we got news from the WBC that the winner of Billy Dib and Amir Khan will be will get a top 5 ranking in the welterweight division. So a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to discuss. A big weekend of boxing. So let's get it right into it.
Well, I guess PBC, they're going to be having Jermall Charlo, who was elevated. We spoke about that yesterday. He was elevated to full champion as Canelo Alvarez has been elevated to franchise champion.
Can't really look much into that, but it just seems like he was happy to be on that stage, and hopefully that's just you know what I'm saying, maybe what Nassim was talking about in the tournament when he said he smiles too much, but that's just who he is. So I think it's a good fight. I think you could hear the frustration in Jermall's voice when he was talking about Canelo and how the fans are more weary now, and how he is just it's like he's happy, but like we said yesterday, it's like you guys kind of took a big fight from me and gave me a title that is good and all, but I wanted to test myself against Canelo. So but with Brandon Adams' hometown fight down in Houston, so there'll be a lot of pressure on Jermall Charlo to get I don't want to say a spectacular knockout, but he definitely needs something to write home about and make people talk about him and make people put pressure on the Canelos of the world to fight him. I've seen a column with maybe Chris Mannix and Dan Raphael where they were talking about how that the franchise belt is just another roadblock from us getting the big fights that we want and the meaningful fights that we want. And for all intents and purposes, I think we all want to see that fight with Charlo and Canelo eventually. But as long as Jermall keeps on taking care of business, then I don't expect not to get that fight.
Yeah, man. I didn't get to see the press conference, bro. I was busy taking care of some other things, but you can tell by his attitude or facial expression, rather, that Jermall wasn't too beat. We'll see, man. Brandon just brings an interesting style. He's a very active fighter, moves well. We'll see. I don't know. Do you think he has the power to affect Jermall at all?
I'm gonna just be real. Like I told Brandon Adams, when I did a interview with him, I think maybe his best weight will be at 154. I understand the money and the opponents that he had at 160. Guys, don't forget he was a option for Triple G before the Steve Rose fight was announced. Adam made his decision between Jermall and Triple G, and that says a lot for him to go after the young, fresher, hungrier fighter in a Jermall Charlo. What could have just been the money, who knows? But I don't know if he has the power, but I think he has the boxing ability and boxing skills to make it a interesting fight. And it is boxing. Anybody can be hit and be hit right, and the fight could be different.
It's funny that you say that because Brandon Adams fought at 54, and then his first loss came when he moved up to 60. But we seen him do well at 60 in the contender. Now, the contender fighters aren't on this level. The closest one in terms of pedigree was probably Ivan Hitrov, and he didn't do well. So again, very interesting fight, man. This is probably one, if this is not one of those late fights, we could even do a fight chat because I'm interested in how this one plays out live. This will be Brandon Adams' first time on the big stage. Other than this, he's only faced Willie Monroe Jr. for the Bucksino Tournament Finals on ESPN. this is the big stage for him. And that's probably what you've seen at the press conference, you know. Things are done differently on the big stage. You know, they're treated differently, and he's probably enjoying and soaking all that in.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But you said Willie Monroe Jr. that he lost to. Don't forget, Willie Monroe was supposed to be an opponent for Jermall Charlo, but we know he had a adverse to his vital test, so he was not able to get that fight. But I mean, Brandon Adams looks happy, looks excited to be there. I just hope that he's not. I don't want to say taking Jermall lightly because I know he's not doing that. I just hope that he's focused on the fight and not everything surrounding the fight, like being on the big stage and having all these media obligations and things like that. So I'm just looking forward to a good fight and may the best man win.
It's funny, man, because I ain't even know Brandon Adams lost to John Thompson.
Yeah.
Wow, he got stopped by Thompson.
Wow. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's why he was talking about that rematch in the house so much. So.
Wow. That, and it was at 54. But listen.
At the pictures, man, Jermall just looked big as fuck to be a 54.
He's always been big. But listen, he should be ready, bro. 2018. The issue is that all his fights was in 18, man. He ain't fought yet this year. This is going to be what? 6-7 months out the ring for Adams.
Neither has Jermall. I believe Jermall's last fight was December 29th against Cordoba.
You are right. December 22nd.
22nd.
I mean, that's 1 month more. So he's got 6 months off. I don't know, man. Look, if anything is going to get you ready, it was that Contender Series. Those names, even though they weren't 10-rounders or anything like that, he did his thing. And he took care of all those guys. Let's see, can he put it together? Very interested in this fight. It wasn't one of those fights where I was like, oh, Brandon Adams, Jermall Charlo, that's what I want. I can't wait. Nah. But once it was announced and it was set in stone, it was definitely something that intrigued me because, you know, Adams, he ain't been on this level yet. And we're going to have to see, can he rise to that occasion? Truly.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm not giving the pick for this fight, so if you want to give a pick, you can go ahead.
Oh, you don't want to? Yeah, man, don't do it, bro. Learn from me and how sensitive these guys are.
No, it's not even that. I just really like both guys.
That. It's definitely that, man. You pick one, then the other one gets mad, and then the other one wins, so then the other one gets mad. It's like,
I've been on here like many a times telling you how much or how big a fan I was in Jermall.
No, I get you. Listen, you're a big fan of Jermall, but Adams is the ones that gives you his time. So you're in a rock and a hard place. But we all know what that means. You're a big fan of Jermall. Adams the one gives you his time, which translates to I'm picking Jermall, but I feel bad because Adams is always available for me.
Not even that. I think Adams has the skill, but like I told you, I think his best weight is at 154. I don't know how effective he's going to be against a guy who is not only big at the weight, but looks like he can easily make 168 with no problem. So I think Jermall Charlo and the anger that Jermall probably has in him, but with the whole WBC thing, I think Adams just in an uphill battle. But like I said, he was in an uphill battle in that tournament. He was off 3 years and came back and beat everybody pretty convincingly. So uphill battle, man. Excited to see it Saturday night and how everything unfolds.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm interested and very intrigued in that fight. Co-main event. I want to see what Zakaria Attou has and what Erickson Lubin will do to him. Never heard of Zakaria, so it's going to be difficult to give Lubin any credit unless he goes in there and makes a statement. Performance finish, maybe, a la Jorge Cotto. He's done it before, or maybe they want to get rounds. We'll see, and I guess assess it there. Claudio Marrero is back against Eduardo Ramirez. Never heard of Eduardo Ramirez, but he's the A side. Claudio Marrero, last time we seen him, he was getting knocked out by King Tug, but in a very good back and forth fight.
Yeah, he didn't get knocked out either.
No, I thought he got okay. You're right, because we
It was a
parlayed.
very,
You're right. We parlayed
it
on
was
it.
a very close and competitive fight, brother.
No, not only that, and you're right. We parlayed, or at least I parlayed, fucking 1 through 4 on King Tug, hype job ass. But anyway, that's a WBA featherweight eliminator. So Marrero gets knocked out in the WBC rankings, and now he's jumping in them WBA rankings. Miguel Flores, common opponent, I believe, with Guillermo Rigondeaux, who's going to be taking on Lewis May in a 10-rounder junior lightweights. Obviously on the zone, we have the main event.
One second. The guy Lubin fighting is Attou. He's 27-6, but he hasn't lost in like 11 fights, 4-year winning streak. So he is I don't want to say a decent opponent, but he is an opponent that has been on the winning side as of late. So his record really don't indicate it at all. But Lubin with him, like I said, I think Claudio Marrero should beat Eduardo Ramirez relatively easy. I think Marrero really showed me some things in the King Tug fight. So I'm glad to see PPC brought him back real quick too. And Miguel Flores, I got him over Lewis May.
Lewis May. All right. Well, Sulecki, Andrade, Sulecki. I'm going to go Andrade. I want to hope he makes a statement. They've had some animosity in the weigh-in. I seen that on IG. I don't know. I think Andrade was saying his breath stink. And Sulecki ain't really like that. But I'm not even interested in this. I'm going to just keep it real. I'm not. I wasn't interested when Sulecki fought Jacobs. And I wasn't interested when Sulecki fought Rosado. I watched the Rosado fight because it meant more for Rosado. It was like life and death with him, you know? And Sulecki got the win, but I think Rosado earned the return on that. Obviously, Sulecki got the return quicker because he got the legitimate win. But Rosado fought like a champ in that fight, man. It was a good back-and-forth fight. And he gave us the opportunity to see some vulnerabilities in Sulecki that Jacobs didn't give us. Can Andrade bring those out? I'm going to say yes. But I never seen Andrade in an exciting fight. I'm just keeping it real, man. Like, I don't remember any fight that I could be like right now I could say, yo, man, let's watch Jermall Charlo versus Julian Williams. And now it's even better because Williams is unified. You feel me? I don't know no fight that I want to watch from Andrade. And we went through his resume. Like, most of his titles were vacant. He needs to make a statement. Like, I know Andre for a long time. I got a video, man, that his own publicist asked me to take down of him motherfucking talking about Canelo and calling him so many bitches that I never took down because it's like, nah, chill. But that's how long I know this dude. Like, he needs that fight. He never had that fight. The Billy Joe Saunders was his first marquee fight, and then it fell out. Billy Joe tested positive for some banned substance that was inside of a nasal spray. And Andre didn't get his shot. But
I think the only fight you probably go back to and watch of Demetrius Andrade is maybe the Willie Nelson fight because I believe he got off the deck in that fight and came back and really put on a clinic against Willie Nelson. So that's my fight. But this fight, I am actually wanted to watch. You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely be tuning in for the Sulecki fight. He beat Rosado. He took Daniel Jacobs to the distance. You know what I'm saying? So he's a tough, durable fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he can possibly push the pace and make it a better fight than what we used to see from Demetrius Andrade. I think Andrade is so talented and so gifted that at times he makes it look too easy, or he makes things born in the ring because of his talent level, and that's why we wanted to see him against the Canelos and Billy Joe Saunders and Golovkin
that's
and
my
Charlo.
thing, bro. If he's as talented as you say, well, he's got to blow this dude out because is he so talented like you say, or is he the same level as a Daniel Jacobs?
I think he's better than Daniel Jacobs.
Well, then he needs to do a better performance than Jacobs, right?
Yes.
And Rosado, is he, so good, or is Demetrius Andrade better than Rosado?
I think Demetrius Andrade is better than Rosado.
Well, then he needs to do way better than Rosado, who got a couple knockdowns, didn't he?
And was knocked down, so yeah.
Hey, a couple. He got a couple though, right? That was I wasn't more. I'm telling you, that fight sticks out more in my head than the Jacobs one.
Oh yeah. There was blood and guts in the war, you know what I'm saying, between him and Sulecki. So definitely sticks out more. But like I said, man, I just think Demetrius Andrade has what it takes, and he's going to be able to beat Sulecki. And sometimes he may fight to the level of his opposition and not necessarily.
I'm on BoxRec, and it doesn't say Andrade was down in the Nelson fight. It says Nelson was down in rounds 1, 11, and twice in round 12.
Well, maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he was down in that fight. I know he was down in some fight. I don't know. But yeah, man. Sulecki, Andrade, I got Andrade by, I want to say knockout because of the success that Gabriel Rosado had, and these are a lot of tough fights back to back for. I mean, not back to back, but in a short span for Sulecki. So
you're right.
I'm gonna say
Sulecki has a win over Michael Sorro, right? I believe it's Michael Sorro, doesn't he? Oh no, it's Jack Cokley.
Yeah, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. So both guys have a common opponent. I got Andrade hopefully by stoppage.
And that's the one. That's the one that he got. He knocked out Hugo Centeno, and then we never heard of him for a while. He iced Centeno in the 10th round. That's right. He got some names. He fought Derek Finley too. That's a journeyman. Darryl Cunningham, another journeyman.
Yeah, he got some decent names on his resume.
Shit, he fought Gregoris Proska. I mean, I only know Proska for getting knocked out in New York. I was live at that fight by Gennady. But he fought Proska, but let me see. Oh, no, he knocked out Proska.
Okay. Vladan Martirosyan knocked down Andrade. I knew it was somebody knocked his ass down at 154. He got knocked down by Vanez. Vanez must cut his ass slipping.
Damn, 38%. That's crazy because he got some good knockdowns and knockouts. How is he 38% and he's still knocking people out? He knocked out Hugo, Derek Finley, who's a tough journeyman, Proska. All right, I mean, whatever's. I'm going Andrade, though.
Yeah, me too.
Decision.
I got him knocked out.
Okay.
Next on the docket, we got Joseph Parker back against Alex Leapai, 12-round heavyweight fight. I think it's a showcase fight for Parker, first fight with Matchroom, so should get him out of there relatively easy.
Yeah, I just feel vindicated with this one.
Who the opponent was before Alex Leapai? Because I know he was a late fielder. I thought it was somebody else. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. I think it was a little more known, right?
Yeah, it was definitely more known. Help me out in the chat, man.
Well, the issue is, I mean, not the issue, but I feel vindicated. Frank Warren came out and said the same thing I said. Like, first of all, he only came out and responded because Eddie Hearns took shots at him. But then, he was like, Eddie needs to worry about his own business because, like, Joseph Parker, a New Zealander, going up against an Australian in Baltimore, Providence, it's crazy. It's just crazy. You know what I mean?
Not really. If you listen to Eddie Hearns,
it's never a bad thing for you. Like, we just argued about the opponent of a fighter yesterday and how I was like, he should have got a loser that we know versus a French dude, that Lubin is fighting. So for you don't mind it because, and just like a lot of people, look, boxing is international, it's global, but when we're talking about viewership and keeping boxing on TV, you have to keep people entertained, and they're not going to be entertained by a French dude that they never heard of.
I think the biggest reason why we see Parker fighting on the card in the States is simply what Eddie Hearn has been saying. There's a lot more money over in the States for these fighters, and a lot of his fighters are asking him to fight in the States rather than their home country or hometown.
And that's fine. So line them up with a Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson's from the DMV area. Tony Thompson's a common opponent with David Price and with Luis Ortiz. So you're tapping into two
Tony
markets.
Thompson has not been relevant for like almost 5 or 6 years.
And Alex Leapai has Michael.
When the last time Tony Thompson fought, and when the last time Leapai fought?
We're going to have to check. And I bet you Leapai is less significant with less significant wins. Guaranteed.
It's a showcase fight,
Guaranteed.
My guy. First fight on Matchroom. Showcase fight for Joseph Parker. So I expect him to get him up out of there in spectacular fashion.
I'm not worried about the fashion. I'm worried about people,
how many people
tuning in. I'm talking about people tuning in. People saying, oh, shit, Joseph Parker's fighting. Let me go see it versus saying, oh, shit, Joseph Parker's fighting. Who's he fighting? I don't know, man.
So people going to tune in for
look
Tony
at
Thompson.
Leapai. Look at Leapai. Last fights, Vlad knocked him out. Malik Scott knocked him out. Vlad knocked him out. Scott decision loss. Manuel Charlo decision loss. He beat somebody named Thomas Piatu. Got a draw versus Roger, whatever. Came back and fought Roger again. Knocked him out in a. And he, excuse me. He got a draw in a 8-round fight. A technical draw. It was because of a cut. He came back, did the rematch. The rematch, instead of being an 8-rounder, was a 5-rounder, which I have never heard of, except in the Contender. And he knocked him out in 1, and now he's going into this. So he's going from a 5-rounder to Joseph Parker, 12 rounds.
Showcase fight, but like I've been saying. But I just think
this person is unknown.
You act like people going to tune in because Tony Thompson is on the card fighting Joseph Parker, bro.
But he'll bring tickets.
Laugh at Eddie Hearn.
But he'll bring tickets.
Get shit now. People going to laugh at that shit.
He'll bring tickets, though, no? He can't sell at least 150 tickets in the DMV area?
I don't know.
I mean, that's where he's from, Michael.
It's in Providence, Rhode Island, though.
That's where.
And in Rhode Island.
Oh,
in the
shit.
DMV area.
No, you're right. I'm in a whole nother region.
Yeah,
I'm in Baltimore with Gervonta right now.
Yeah, I'm like.
But still, I mean, like, it's still like a 6-hour drive. It's better than a fucking Australian. They need to catch like 3 planes to get over here. Is all I'm saying. At Leapai brings nothing at all. At least Tony brings something.
What did Tony bring him, bro? A body?
I mean, I'm not gonna.
And that's no disrespect towards Tony, but my nigga, he ain't fought. Let me look at him. Give me 1 second. This is such time Tony been in the ring.
I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same as
2016.
I'm pretty sure it's the same as Leapai.
March. You want to bring a nigga 3 years?
Oh, he ain't fought in 3 years?
What? And you think they gonna give him a pack? They will kill Eddie if he bring out Tony Thompson. Now, if you would have said a guy like Gerald Watson,
yo, my man hasn't fought in all of 2019. Like, if they not killing Eddie, you understand this dude got a draw in an 8-rounder in 17. Then came back, rematched him 1 time in 18. His only fight was a 5-rounder. Now he's back in 19. Like, I mean, it's semantics. I just thought it made more sense because it's regional. Tony Thompson's American. He lives in America. He's 6 hours away from Providence. That's all.
I just think it's a showcase fight and that they're trying to make Parker look good so they can possibly.
And I'm still giving him a showcase. I'm giving him a better opponent than Alex Leapai. That's for sure.
I think
a name
Eddie
that people
Hearn
can
got
remember.
Enough respect for past fighters and older fighters to.
Bro, they be still using Samuel Peters to this day. I'm going to Google
but
Samuel Peters.
Somebody
got Samuel Peters right now. They about to fight Samuel Peters, bro, right now.
He fight Harry Fury, but he already fought this shit.
See what I'm saying? So I don't get it. Like, whatever, though. But, again, even Samuel Peters would have been better because he's known. He's known to the public. That's all I'm saying. I'm not shitting on the fight. I'm not shitting on the fight. I'm not shitting on Eddie. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to make sure that they do sell all the tickets they got.
I think it's about 9,000, and Eddie said about 7,000 sold so far. The interview that I watched today. Also on that card, we got Yafai versus Norbelto Jimenez. Again, another UK fighter coming to the States because he recognized that there is more money for his fight on the undercard than it would be for a main card over in England. So Glad to see a lot of these guys wanting to come over here and fight now. I'm saying
Hopefully, I get to watch this one. I've been hearing about this dude for like 3 years. He won a title. He's one of AJ Boys. He's just so little.
yeah, he's not like a world beater. I mean, he a world champion, but same time he not like a world beater. Only thing that most entertaining about him is he wears a Iron Man mask to the ring.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what is next on the docket?
ESPN, man. Friday night, we got the return of Richard Commey versus my guy, your guy, everybody's guy.
Let me see my app, bro, because there's so many fights this week. I hope there's gonna be some lines open, man.
Yeah, I like Beltran. I like Commey. Commey is a fighter that I first got a chance to see when he fought Robert Easter. Gave Robert Easter a damn good fight. In my opinion, that fight could have went either way, but it was in Toledo, Ohio, so they gave the hometown guy the nod. And since then, man, he's been slowly coming back up and got the IBF strap that he lost to Robert Easter in that fight. So he finally regained that, well, not regained, but gained that title. And Beltran is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a tough fight for him because Beltran's getting older and he's coming off a win against Ito. So that day is a good victory for him. I just think that Commey hits way too hard. I think it will be a good statement if he's able to stop Beltran, something that Terrence Crawford wasn't able to do.
Damn, bro, they got Puppet Vasquez as the underdog, champ.
Who you fight?
Who else?
Ohio Davis?
Yeah, that mean that he's washed, though. I mean, he's washed already, bro.
I'll put money on Puppet if I was you. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I mean, he's been in there with way better names than Ohio Davis. Ohio Davis just lost to a nigga named I don't even know his name, bro. It wasn't that
yeah,
big of a
but
fight
Puppet
either.
is past his prime. Let's see. Go ahead, keep
Yeah,
going.
back to Commey, man. I expect Commey to. I don't expect him to get a knockout because Ray Beltran is strong, but I won't be surprised if he does get a knockout. I think Commey is one of those fighters that could give Lomachenko problems at 135 because he just hits so fucking hard. And yeah, man, I'm relatively excited for this fight tomorrow night. I'm gonna be on the lookout for this, man. Ready to see. Also, the other fight on the undercard is another fight that I'm ready to see too.
Nasty. Yo, Miguel Vasquez last loss by knockout, 9th round. The Nightmare, Tolani Minge. Then Puppet bounced back.
Well, Tolani over there being like a weight bully. He bringing guys up.
I mean, nah, it looks like Puppet been at 47 for some fights. He came up after losing to Josh Chella at 40.
This fight will be at 140, I think. Actually, Ohio Davis had problems making a weight today.
Damn, bro. Puppet got only one tune-up, but at least he went 10 rounds. And look, he watched the dude. 97, 93, 98, 92.
Well, while we're talking about this card right here, let's go ahead and get it out the way. On ESPN Plus this weekend, Ryan Walsh will be fighting Louis Paulin. Ryan Walsh is like a, I believe, 122-pounder. It's Eddie Hearn. He's Eddie Hearn fighter. He was an Eddie Hearn fighter, but he's fighting. I think he's with
Warren.
Frank Warren now. So he's fighting Louis Paulin. R.I. Davis fighting Puppet Vasquez. Anthony Yigit is back versus Sierra Osgood. If you remember Anthony,
this dude got a draw versus Isaac Lowe.
Isaac Lowe is the guy that just fought. He fought on a Fury card, right?
Yeah. That's Fury's stablemate.
Yeah.
Isaac Lowe got 2 draws himself. Jeez Louise. And Ryan Walsh got 2 draws.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we talking about this chap?
I just put him in his boxing this weekend, bro. It's gonna be on American soil, so I figure it's gonna be on ESPN Plus, the worldwide leader.
He in Leo weight class? Mm-hmm. Man, they better stop. This dude fool.
And Yigit is the guy that fought Barantrick and had that grotesque eye, whatever. But he's back in action, and I want to see how his career goes from here, because he is a very, very tough guy.
Bruh, how Yigit end up on a Frank Warren ESPN card? Shout out to boxing.
I have no idea. Frank must have signed him or something.
That's crazy, yo. After that, too, let's see. But look, that's what I'm saying. Who they got this? Oh, he signed with MTK Global.
Oh, okay. Okay.
MTK Global. But the thing
Yeah, man,
is,
I got
like,
Commey. I got Commey over Beltran. I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. Adonis fighting your guy. You know what I'm saying? The parlay, not killer, the parlay winner.
who is this dude
Patrick
Yiga
Day.
that's fighting, champ? Where they find this guy? Yeah, man. Patrick Day's in tough right now. We gonna see. He might be more seasoned. He's saying all the right things too, man. He talking greasy too. Like he loved taking the O's from these undefeated fighters. And look, I'ma just be real. I'm consistent with my shit, bruh. Dominicans, yo, they ain't motherfucking workers. Like, we ain't never gonna say a Dominican worked as hard as Floyd or Broner. In the gym, I'm talking about. You know, anybody who got a reputation for working hard in the gym, we ain't confusing a Dominican for that, man. It just ain't happening. I'm just keeping it 1,000. So that being said, let's see. Can he break the mold? There have been great Dominicans that haven't been able to break that mold. Yohan Guzman is a great Dominican fighter. And weight issues. His career was plagued with weight issues. I mean, there's really nobody to speak of. Javier Fortuna is the most notable for this generation. And, you know, I think he won a world title in the WBA, maybe a regular strap. I'm not too sure, but it wasn't, even if he did, it wasn't anything out of this world. But, again, man, they just, baseball is their thing. Baseball is their thing, man. They not, I wish, man. The thing is, Patrick Day is a boxer, though. He's a boxer, and with no power, it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight because if you had power, then you're going to make the Dominican that already don't like throwing punches throw less punches. But if you ain't got no power, maybe that Dominican is going to be comfortable. And Adames can punch. And he's over there with Robert Garcia. Can he break the mold because he's over there with Robert Garcia? He's amongst champions like Mikey Garcia. Who knows? Who knows? This one is a very tough one for me to pick. I just started really paying attention to Adames. So, just difficult. I'm going to be like, Mike, I'm on the fence. And not because I don't want to lose a friend. Just because I'm on the fence. I don't know. I mean, Adames should get the win. Let's just be real. He should get the win. He's a house fighter. You know, Patrick Day is with Lou DiBella. Adames is the bigger man. He ate himself out of 47. And this is what I'm saying about Dominicans. He ain't win no title at 47. Yum, 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 yum. All them platinos.
47
What?
To be honest with you, he wasn't never comfortable with making 47. They just wanted him to be a opponent for Bud. You know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't in the plans for him.
Okay. Where is this fight on the list, man? I don't even see it here.
It's Friday. It's number 3 on the list that I made.
Oh, got it. Because I want to see did he ever weigh in at 47? That would be important. That's important. That is important. Let me see. Nah, he was definitely fighting at 47.
I'm gonna go ahead and just be real with you, man. Adames is not.
Bruh, he ain't make 47 since 2017 though.
Yeah, Ishmael Levy, he's not Patrick Adames, and that's the guy that
you mixing two names.
Huh?
You said Ishmael Levy is not Patrick Adames.
Oh yeah, Ishmael Levy is not Carlos Adames, and that's who Patrick Day just beat for the upset victory. I just think that Adames has too much power. I like his aggression. I like his body work. I do like the just the come forwardness. 17 fights, 14 KOs. I really think Adames will get the victory tomorrow night, and I'm expecting him to stop Patrick Day tomorrow night.
Nah,
Patrick Day
man,
has
it
already
looks like he could do that. It looks like he could definitely do that. Going through the resume, he's been buzzsawing people. He didn't get that knockout over Molina, but that's because he was fighting at 47, man.
I got to know what happened between Carlos Garcia Hernandez. How the fuck does this guy stop Patrick Day? TKO, okay, TKO. And Patrick Day did lose to Alantez Fox, his 2 losses. So yeah, man, I got my guy Adames, man. I think he just home promotion fighter. So has the power, has good boxing skills, and I think Patrick Day may be a little bit in over his head. And like Ned said, he doesn't have the power, I think, to keep Adames off of him.
Damn, Adames just fought in April, bro. That weight nice and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, but Patrick Day beat even Kyrone Davis. He beat Eric Walker. He beat Everett Ayala, Ishmael Levy. He on a fucking tear right now. Okay? Just know that. For the public, just know he don't got that power, but he's on a confidence high. After being stopped, he's turned it around and put away 4 straight names.
Plus 475 by money line if you want to go with Patrick Day. Now, once they open up, I expect it to be more by decision, and which is the safe bet, you know what I'm saying? Or even possibly put it on a draw, because if he is going to go out there and outbox Adames, you got to best believe Top Rank not going to let him just leave with a motherfucking victory. They done it to
damn, I got Patrick Day at 600 over this bitch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
DraftKings?
Yo. Yes. Guess who's back? Let me see if you got that on the docket. Is he fighting with Top
Chad
Rank?
Dawson.
Oh, nah, he right there. You a beastie. You are a beast. Saul Neno Rodriguez. Yo, I'm so sad he not with Robert, man.
Ooh.
I hate when guys fucking leave their trainers, bro. But he always say he was with his dad first. But Saul Neno Rodriguez, he was signed to TMT. But before he was with TMT, he was with Top Rank.
Okay.
And now he's back with Top Rank. He left TMT because, fucking Floyd shelved him. And he's back in action. He fought once this year in February. And he'll be taking on Miguel Angel Gonzalez, who I don't know, but let me see if I know anybody that beat him. I know Charles Welter beat him. Wow. Charles Welter beat you, my man? Okay, you wildin'. So I'm expecting Saul to get the stoppage. Even though this dude's never been stopped, Saul will get the stoppage. If this dude let motherfucking Charles Welter beat him, due to Welter's cut right eye, physician stops bout. Okay, so he won it on the card, technical split decision. But even still, man, you shouldn't have been down on the cards. I'm just saying. But I'm going to go ahead with Saul. Check this little guy out. Let me see what division this is. I think it's 130. Yes.
Why are you doing that? June 29th, Manhasset, Kentucky, or Connecticut. Fight by Facebook, Fight Night Live will be headlined by none other than Chad Dawson, making his return to the ring after, I believe, a 2 or 3 year layoff. So big ups to Chad Dawson, you know what I'm saying, trying to come back and get some of this boxing money, you know what I'm saying. So I'm not happy, but glad to see him back in the ring. Also, there is another card that Mayweather Promotions is putting on. That's the June 29th card. Also, Thompson Boxing is put on a card on June 28th. It's a lot of boxing this weekend, man. You got a card in fucking Italy, Nevada, Canada. It's everywhere, bro. So if you like boxing, it's definitely a good weekend to watch boxing, either on Facebook, on the .com, or on the regular shows, channels like Showtime or DAZN.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a lot to review because ESPN Plus with the Frank Warren card, that's gonna be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon
Tomorrow.
It's a lot of fights on Friday. Junior Fa's in action. I don't know if you got that up here.
Come on, man. Don't insult me, nigga.
What?
Right under it, man. Junior Fall
Is
versus.
he on? Is he on Top Rank too?
Is he?
I mean, you got it there.
Yeah, I mean he's on that card because I mean I just took everything
that'll be
from
cool. That'll be cool. That'll be real cool, man. I never got to see this dude fight. I know he fought on Showbox. I missed that.
Oh, you did? I mean he's alright. I mean he got like 3 or 4 victories over JP in the amateurs, and I said JP, Joseph Parker. They're from the same region, so definitely.
Oh, check out Mike now. He on first name, baby. Nicknaming fighter JP. Yeah, JP.
But I have to mention my guy Parker. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep him relevant so he can be a big fight for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I just never seen Junior Fa. I know he's signed to Lou DiBella, and he's a heavyweight, right? So like heavyweights is popping. I'm trying to see like when is this dude about to jump on the scene? He's 6'5". You know, he's from New Zealand.
Down at the Wilder's camp for sparring when Wilder got ready for Brazil.
Yo, this might be the biggest name on his resume, champ. He going for it right now.
Dominic Quinn?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, it still is Dominic Gwynn because Craig Lewis, he beat Craig Lewis. Damn, he beat Craig Lewis by majority decision. Yo, Craig Lewis just lost to Jermaine Franklin, too. Come on, Craig.
This ain't the same nigga Roy Jones fault, bro. You had me going yesterday.
What?
You talking about this is like the bare knuckle boxer or whatever.
It ain't?
Hell nah.
Nah.
This guy done been in the ring with Spuka, Fury, Adamit, Mansoor, Pulev, Tony Thompson.
Bruh, this
he fought
motherfucker.
James Toney in 2005.
Yo, this motherfucker just went to DR and got 2 fights. Yo, he must have just stood there. He ain't come home. He went for December. He just partied and stood all the way till February. Got that other fight. He went for DR. Yo, let me tell you, you go to DR and then for December is going down. And then February is Independence Day. So he just had 2 fights. Like, bruh, this is crazy. That's what I'm telling you, man. You go to DR. Yo, DR is worse than Mexico getting records fluffed up. At least Mexicans got punch retention. You feel me? Like, you can't knock a Mexican out unless you a big puncher. Bruh, you go to DR.
Let's go, Gwen. Let's go, baby.
Wow.
He from Arkansas.
Oh my goodness. So you condoning this fluffery of records in DR that he's doing?
Hey man, he's number 15 in the United States. I mean,
yo, Huey Fury points decisioned him.
Bruh, we all know he was over.
Nobody knocked this dude out, bruh. Nobody knocked this heavyweight out.
Nobody ever?
Are you realizing
ever.
that shit? Like,
ever.
Nobody.
Hey, I told you, man. Hey,
Tony Thompson.
We got chins down the road,
James Toney fought him back in 2005. Couldn't knock him out.
Toney.
The dude that Wilder made do the motherfucking electric boogaloo on the floor, Sergey Ligachovic, he couldn't knock him out. Monty Barrett. Damn, I've been in the gym with Monty. He couldn't knock him out. Wow. But, I mean, he ain't really been in with no puncher. Even Amir Mansour couldn't knock him out.
Shit, he was in there with James Toney.
Yeah, but James Toney in 2005, my man, is a heavyweight when he was a fucking middleweight, remember?
Then, nigga, that was for a title.
Bruh, it don't matter what title it was for, man.
Bruh, Thompson, nigga, hold on. James Toney beat a nigga for that title. Hold on, bro. You ain't about this.
Bruh, that was a IBA. I never even heard of that, and I've been doing this shit all my life.
I said IBF.
Nah, man, that's some bullshit. James Toney was a heavyweight. Anytime you see James Toney as a heavyweight, remember James Toney's prime is 160.
Yeah, his last good fight was at cruiserweight.
Oh man, James Toney as a heavyweight, he was over there getting beat up by Shamrock and shit in UFC and shit.
Yo, man,
you know who's back in action? And y'all gotta pay attention to this fight. Vergil Ortiz. He's going to be taking on Antonio Orozco. That's a little scrap, all right? Vergil's on this tear. He's knocking everything out. Robert Ortiz trained dude, 147. This is what I'm telling you about Adames. He might be over there and he might just bite down, you know what I mean? Dominicans do better in groups. So he might be running the miles because he's running with Vergil and running with Mikey, et cetera, et cetera. But Vergil Ortiz has crazy power. 13 knockouts, 13 fights. He knocked out Herrera devastating fashion, and I mean Mauricio Herrera. And now he's looking to put Antonio Orozco on his resume, and that's a good name to have on his resume with 14 fights. He's already got a, former world champion or former should-be world champion in Mauricio Herrera on the resume. I don't know who he fought named Nestor Garcia. Look at that shit.
And that fight is August 10th on the zone. August 10th on the zone.
Oh, man, why you put that now then? You got me souped up.
I put, nigga, if you read it, bro, Vergil Ortiz versus Antonio Orozco.
I posted that on the IG, bro, because, that's going to be a little scrap. Not because Antonio is as good as Vergil, but it's going to be Vergil's first live body. Because Mauricio Herrera was, he was past his prime. But he did what he had to do to a dude past his prime. He did what he had to do. They brought an old faded name. He took his old ass out. Antonio,
what weight is Vergil Ortiz at?
Welterweight.
Okay. So Orozco would be moving up because I do remember he was going to fight Jose Ramirez, but he couldn't make weight. Matter of fact, he was in the hospital because he couldn't make weight.
Jose Benavidez
so fighting. See him going up to 147.
Jose Benavidez will be fighting Luis Collazo. That's going to be the interesting fight right there. We'll see. I'm gonna force myself to respect Crawford depending on how Benavidez does versus Collazo. But Antonio Orozco is moving up. Biggest name, Miguel Acosta, Humberto Soto, Emmanuel Taylor, Stevie Forbes, and he got 2 wins over Martin Honorio. If you don't watch boxing in 5 years ago when it was on Telemundo and Friday Night Fights, you won't know who Honorio is, but he's a good, solid fighter. Oh shit, he even beat Keandre Gibson. Damn, what happened to Orozco then? Who beat him? Oh, that's who beat him. Carlos Ramirez. The only loss is the champion who beat him. Okay. Damn, so Vergil coming for that scalp real quick. Okay. And they only gave him 1 tune-up. So right after the Jose Ramirez, who's also trained by Robert Garcia, so they're going to have the inside info with Vergil Ortiz, rather. They're going to be like, yo, Ramirez is in that camp. That's another dude now that Adames is probably running with, right? So Ramirez is like, look, Ortiz, you got to do this, that, and the third. So good fight, good scrap. We'll see how Ortiz can handle Orozco.
All right, some quick news and notes. Billy Dibb has filled in for Nair.
The saddest thing, though, I didn't even want to do a show for that, bro. People like, yo, you ain't going to do the replacement show? No.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
Billy Dibb never fought that fucking welterweight.
And we stayed up and watched Billy Dibb fight Tevin Farmer in Australia, didn't we?
Yep.
Actually did a live fight chat. So he moving a guy up from 130, 135, or whatever coming from. And this fight will be
Billy Dibb fought in 2018 one time. In 2018, he fought one time, and that was to Tevin Farmer when he lost in his hometown of Australia.
Yep.
Then he fought again in his hometown of Australia versus some dude that's 7-11. Okay? But before the Farmer fight, he fought some dude that I can't pronounce that was 8-21. And before that, 12-22. So after the Farmer fight, he said, fuck it, let me get this tune up. It's 7-11. Now I'm going straight into an Amir Khan fight. Yo, they need to have a governing body watching over these types of fights. This shit shouldn't be allowed.
Shouldn't be sanctioned.
He shouldn't be sanctioned, especially moving up from 130.
What's even worse, this is for a top 5 spot in the WBC welterweight division.
Yeah, it's a vacant World Boxing Council International welterweight title.
Yep.
Yo, WBC is getting real bad. They getting worse.
They are, man.
They getting as bad as the WBA, man. They fucking wilding. The fact that they got involved with this and made a belt for Khan after being knocked out by fucking Crawford. See, that's the problem. Crawford ain't knock him out right. It was like he faked the whole I got hit low shit. You know what I mean? He did a Zab Judah versus Khan. Khan did. You know what I mean? He don't want to fess up to the music and say he got knocked out. He's still trying to act like it was a low blow. You know, we needed to sleep this motherfucker because how are you sanctioning a dude that was just knocked out for a belt? I just don't get it.
I guess they got belts laying around, so it really don't matter. Pacquiao versus Thurman will be in movie theaters, so if you want to go to the movie theaters and watch that fight.
I always wanted to do that, man.
I did too, but you can't smoke in that bitch.
That's true. That's true.
And that's the only reason that.
And you can't live fight chat in that bitch.
So, I mean, that's always good, you know what I'm saying? Always more revenue, you know what I'm saying? Some fans might want to go and watch it on the big screen. And movie theaters do sell drinks now, so maybe that will entice more fans to go and watch it at the theaters. But I'll be at home smoking a blunt, doing a live fight chat. Brandon Figueroa is fighting Javier Chacon August 24th down in Texas.
Like he getting a hometown fight. You know what I mean? They got him that regular title. Look, he's a potential franchise. He's everything that his brother could have been. His brother had the look. His brother had the punch activity and the backing, but he didn't have the discipline. He ate himself out of a lot of weight classes. Brandon, on the other hand, is very disciplined, and he's a daddy's boy, still with his father, you know, unlike his brother who branched off. They're giving him a hometown showcase, you know, and this is good because we rarely see this. Look how old Earl was when they finally brought him back. Look at fucking Jermall just coming to Houston. No, this is good. Unfortunately, it's politics and racism again. You know, the young Mexican fighter gets to do his hometown very early in his career while the black fighters have to fucking be established champions. But this is good from an overall.
I mean,
it's good from an overall standpoint.
I'm trying to look at the silver lining. I know that there is, but we do have Gervonta Davis, 20s, I think 22, 23 years old, very young fighter, have a homecoming fight too. So I think if the draw and the demand is there, then you could definitely get a hometown fight. Robert Easter.
I mean, look, I think that the Gervonta Davis situation is a special one because, yes, he fits the bill or the criteria in our conversation in terms of young in age. He's only 24. Young in resume. He only has 21 fights. But it's not quite Brandon Figueroa, is it?
No, it's not. It's
exactly.
not.
Exactly. Yeah. This is more of a I'm sorry. This is more of an I'm sorry, Gervonta Davis.
Oh, to Gervonta.
Of course.
What about
his career's on ice. Look, he won the title from Pedraza, and that's when Floyd started saying, "Oh, I love you." So he gave him 3 fights that year. Then Gervonta's like, "I don't love you," so he gave him 1 fight that year. This is first fight in 2019. It's 7 months in, 6 months in.
2 fights.
No, sir. This is first fight. Oh, damn, you're right. I'm looking at it in my face.
Sir.
February. So here we go. They trying to change things for him because he had 1 fight in 2018.
It was going to be Amon Mars, but he get pulled out with the eye injury.
And that's what I'm saying. Again, that eye injury, that's nobody's fault, but it was Gervonta's big fight. So this is more of a I'm sorry, I think, because who the fuck is Hugo Ruiz? We just doing, we going home with you. We ain't got nobody to give you. We can't give you Tevin. We ain't doing that right now. We ain't doing Lomachenko right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nobody to give you. So go home. Go home and showcase.
Like Ness said, Vergil Ortiz will be fighting Antonio Orozco August 10th. The IOC has voted to strip the AIBA of all power in the 2020 Olympic Games. So they've been wanting to get the AIBA out of there for a while. So I'm glad to see that the International Olympic Committee was successful, man. Can't have corruption in boxing. Erickson Lubin will be fighting
Michael Soho, right?
Michael Soho for the WBA regular title.
Fight.
Brian Castellano was stripped because his promoters or handlers did not put the money in escrow for Michael Soho in time. So the WBA has stripped him of his regular title, and it will be on the line.
What you mean in escrow? You talking about for the purse bid?
I guess for his purse, period. I got to read that story again.
Yo,
but yeah.
Soho is a tough fight. Yeah,
and that's back to back from for Lara. Castellano took him to a draw, and now he's fighting Sorro, who's the mandatory. So
Sorro got a win. Oh yeah, he beat the brakes off of poor Glenn. I think he retired Glenn. Let me see if he retired Glenn.
Charlo versus
Glenn
Jorge.
came back after that, but that was the beginning of the end for him.
Jermall Charlo and Jorge Cotto did 1.8 million viewership on Fox on Sunday.
Great
Those
numbers.
are good numbers in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Especially for a Sunday fight. I think if I was PBC, I would start investing on more fights on Sunday on Fox. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe a lot of people are tuning in. It's Sunday. People are at home getting ready for the work week tomorrow. So you have a lot more eyes if you're willing to do that. But that's just my humble opinion. And last but not least, seems like Shannon Bread finally caught up to Klitschko on that yacht. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing Shannon. But Klitschko was rescued off a yacht that was on fire over the weekend. So glad to see that Klitschko is okay and nobody really got hurt on that yacht. Yeah, that's about it, man.
Did his ex-girl save him? Because you know she's a hero. Dun-dun-dun. I ain't got the rim shot.
That's horrible.
What you mean? You don't remember she used to play on?
Yeah, on NBC Heroes. Yeah.
Okay, damn. I remember.
Frank Warren says that Miller could be a possible opponent for Fury.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
I don't give a fuck at this point, man. Listen, Luis Ortiz, I can't be mad at Big Baby because Luis Ortiz is Wilder's biggest win, and we celebrate it. And we want Lewis to fight Dillian White and everybody else. And he tested positive 2 or 3 times. So, bruh, Big Baby, I hear what you saying about, it's different. Big Baby had to put this in. He knew what was going on. They all know what the fuck is going on, man.
Yeah.
They all know what's going on. It's all about who got the better alibi. Not alibi.
And it seems like that could really, really have some legs. I don't know if ESPN is willing to risk it, putting Big Baby in there with Fury. It might be a tough fight for Fury. Who knows? I think if it's the Big Baby that we've seen from previous fights, then it could be a tough fight. But we just don't know how he's going to look now with these things swirling around him. Also, Pulev still could be in the running. I think that maybe makes a little bit more sense. But with either fight, you got the bad guy versus good guy narrative. So there you go, ESPN. And that's about it for that list of topics and motherfucking notes, man. Long weekend in boxing, man. A lot of fights starting tomorrow. I'm excited to see which one was that? One fight that was excited. Oh yeah, the Sulecki and Andrade fight. I think that fight's gonna be really, really good. And the Commey and Beltran fight is gonna be really, really good. Yeah, man. Good week. But that's about it, man. Do you got anything else you want to bring up before we get to these callers?
Yeah, I do. I want to bring up Jack is the lie, not the fucking truth. Fat shaming people who actually working out to lose weight and got the balls to get in the ring. You know, talking about jelly donuts and shit. You need to worry about getting in competition for the first time ever. Getting that monkey off your back, chump, before you talking about other people. Not myself, but fat shaming others, you know. I like to see him get in the ring with that dude he fat shaming. But that's all I got to say, you know.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Being alone makes you strong. I don't need a friend.
We going out to the Ringer in Seattle. Dominic, talk to me.
Hey, yo. Can you guys call me back in a couple minutes?
I'll hook you up. We going out to Anthony Edwards, Queen City Cobra. Talk to me.
What's good? What's good? What's good? 1 second. Let me get off the Bluetooth. Yeah, man. Shit, I guess it ain't much of a week for boxing, man. Everybody fighting nondescript folks and shit. But I guess the biggest news that keep popping up is what the WBC did. Like, my God, I've never seen a more professional duck in my life. Like, God damn, like if I'm Charlo, like after he iced Brandon Adams, he need to talk some shit. He need to get in. Like, he in the ring during the post fight interview. He needs to call out Mauricio, call out the WBC, and call out Canelo. He need to resort to calling him bitches and hoes and shit. Like, you need to insult some people for them to take you seriously, because, bro, they sidestepping the shit out of you. He ain't saying shit about it. Like, maybe they paying him. Maybe they giving him some real stuff.
You better watch some interviews. Every time he ain't saying shit about it, you better watch it, nigga.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because I ain't watching shit. But, like, I would have thought it just really pop up, but he hasn't really. But I mean, has he really been talking shit?
He ain't called him a duck. He said the WBC helped him duck.
Yeah, he need to say that shit on national TV. That's what the fuck.
He was so mad that he did not have the belt present at the press conference today.
Throw that motherfucker in the trash. Don't even come out with that shit. Why wasn't he just in the IBF rankings? Like, he was IBF champ when he came up 54. Why did he just stay in that rankings?
You got to think of Al Hammond, you know what I'm saying? He recognized him moving up. And you got to think that the money fight for Charlo in that division was Canelo or Triple G, the winner. So the best way to get that winner is to get into the WBC ranking, who you already do good business with.
True. But, at the time, who the fuck had the IBF? Gennady still had the IBF. Shit. I would have went the IBF route. They call it mandatory strict. Like, I bet you he will now, though. But goddamn, that's fucked up, though. But, yeah, I guess I got all eight sides this weekend. Like, if there's a shot, y'all doing a betting show? Man, I might try to get on this betting and this little Bitcoin shit. People going wild with the Bitcoin. I'm late to the party. I ain't really give a fuck about it, but I guess I get in on the shit. I ain't on shit else, I guess. About to go outside, hop on a motorcycle, shit, ride out, go look for some things, you know what I'm saying? Ain't trained. Oh yeah, Jack is the truth. I talked to Jack when I was in New York and shit. Jack told me, I said, yeah, man, I'm gonna fight. Yeah, I'm gonna fight later this year. He said he would. So I'm like, yeah, Jack, come on out, Jack.
He a liar.
You know what I'm saying? Division, some new heat, man.
Jack a liar, man. Don't believe Jack. Jack a liar. We going out to Noah in Cali. Actually, Noah, give me 1 minute. We got to go to Texas on the boomerang status. JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
What's the damn deal again, fellas? Yo, I wanted to ask y'all, man. Y'all heard of this shit called MyBookie? Is that like a credible betting site?
Yeah, MyBookie. But they don't be having a lot of prop bets, but they're good. They're legit.
Okay, cause I want to start this shit, man. So I'm betting actual, casinos and shit. But for this fight here, I would like to place a 3-round bet. You know what I'm saying? Like $50 a round. Like basically if I think he's gonna knock him out in round 3, 5, or 7. Charlo, that is. But a topic that I heard. Damn, y'all was naming some names. I just totally forgot. But I'll boomerang back in if I remember. But right now, I guess I want to close this call out by saying, listen, Adam, listen, man, I feel you, Mike. It's bittersweet, right? Like, I like that guy. Like, and just to correct y'all real quick, that John Thompson loss, it was basically, he said that he took that fight like on like 9 days notice, and he had to lose like 12 pounds, or it was like short notice, some shit like that. He had to lose like 12 pounds in a day or some shit, and he couldn't even make the weight. And basically, that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? Not to make excuses, but it's something to be taken in consideration. But as far as Charlo goes, man, listen, it is levels to this shit, and that dude didn't fight nobody close to a Charlo. So I would have liked for him to not open door number one and it be fucking Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I wish it would have been somebody like even Lubin. Really, the dude should be fighting at 154. I agree with you. But that's all I got for right now, man.
JD, thanks for calling in. We going out to Noah and Cali. Talk to me.
What's poppin', TBV? Y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear, champ.
Hello? All right, cool. All right, first and foremost, like, I was just reading that article about that Canelo shit, and it's like, have you ever heard of this franchise champion? Did they really just make this shit up?
They just made that. They voted on it and they made this new rule.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So all the respect for the WBC can just go down the toilet. All right, I got you. Okay, cool. All right. Because I don't even want to talk about that shit. That shit makes my stomach hurt, bro. I can't believe that he ducked him in that fashion. And now they talking about this Kovalev shit is just straight up distraction. And it's like, bro, that DAZN deal. I thought that they was gonna be like, we gave you all this money, we get to dictate who you fight, or you can fight him or him. But then this nigga's talking about, oh, I'm going to just go over here and fight Kovalev. And, man, that's a cherry pick, too, because of all the champions at 175, not to be like that. But he probably the readiest one to go. You know what I mean? But anyway, I want to switch it up. Hey, man, y'all be watching Tony Yoka?
I mean, he about to have a fight somewhere in France or some shit again. And he's trained by Vergil Hunter, and he was sparring Tyson Fury, I believe. I mean, we've heard of him. I think Mike might have seen him. I ain't get to watch him fight yet.
Hey, we just finished watching maybe like 17 fights that we could scrounge up on the internet and all the different places, and from his Olympic fights to a few of these earlier. Hey, cuz nice, man. Cuz is nice. Tony Yoka is nice. Now, I don't know if his reach and everything is going to come into play, because I think he's like 6'4", maybe, but you know, just a couple 6'7", 6'8" niggas out there, so that reach is real. But boy, foot movement, like coordination, hand-eye coordination is beautiful. The head movement is beautiful, and when he sit down on his punches, it's ugly. Like he be sleeping. I mean, he's doing this to low-level competition at this point.
My nigga fought Dave Allen, and Dave Allen couldn't get stopped. It took the referee to wave it off. He ain't knocked Dave Allen out, so. Yoka's nice. He got proved.
You have to think that the way he fought, he was clearly all right. You watched that fight, so he was. You know that he was clearly like he was outboxing cuz bad.
Absolutely.
It wasn't like this is a close fight. Like this is a close. He was trying to stop him, but it was a very cautiously try to stop him, because that's the only way that David Allen could have won that fight, is for him to stand there. If he didn't stand there, he was boxing his brains out. Now that stoppage was extremely suspect. You are correct, Mike. Like it's just kind of like, ain't no need for us to be here. You ain't winning. Like, it was kind of like that, but he wasn't in danger or nothing. Like he finna die. No, it wasn't that. But as far as the boxing goes, he got enough power. I mean, he got enough to make you. David Allen wasn't just trying to walk him down, though. Wasn't just like, anyway, let me just slide up in here and get this dude up out of here. It wasn't that. He didn't Andy Ruiz that fool. He did, and so he has enough power to keep you honest. So, in saying that, you combine that with the actual boxing skill. I mean, some of the things that he showed me out there now, we could say you can look good against a bum. That's kind of easy. That's what you're supposed to do. But I can't wait to see him step it up and to see if that's real. Because if he could display that type of skill level against a Dillian White or somebody who we know going to bull forward anyway, like, Takam, that's a good one too. Like he needs to fight a Takam, maybe somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Chisora in the next few fights, maybe something like that. I'll be interested in that, man. That's my call, man. Yeah, man. TBV for life, man. I'm
I
out.
already know it. Thanks for the
Thanks
call,
for calling
homie.
in, champ. We going out to Boomerang status.
Boxingvoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping it up.
Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. DAZN, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And Ness, I got breaking news. I got great news. Yesterday I told you I had a meeting with Boxing Therapy's friend. And Ness, I went in like Eddie Hearn and he signed up to Border Wars. The deal is done. He goes by the name of Greg Morgan, Ness. Yes, he's in the military. He signed to TMG Promotions and he weighs in at 195, and him and Robert Bonilla agreed to a fight at 185, Ness. And I know you the commissioner. You know, hopefully you could okay this fight. And I got a lot of big fights, Ness, with Matt and Jimmy, with Joseph Rodriguez and Santiago, it's Anthony Edwards and whoever steps up to the plate. And you, the greatest fighter in the history of Border Wars, the young Ali, Ness, whoever you fight, man, it's going to be a big one, man. And I'm just so happy to have you on TMG Promotions. You were the biggest signing till this day. And I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying, Ness? And, you know, this Saturday, big fights, Ness. Big fights. Demetrius Andrade. You know, I'm a big fan of him. And, you know, 3-time world champion. You know, undefeated. Great amateur background. Great pedigree. I love this kid, Ness. He talks that talk and he can back it up. And I don't see anybody beating him. I don't see anybody stepping up to the plate and fighting this guy. I mean, they say he's the boogeyman. People don't give him credit, but I love this show. You know what I'm saying? We gonna build him up, Ness. I think he could be a star, an American star. And the fight with him and Canelo, it will happen. Undisputed match. And you know what I'm saying? I respect every fighter, you feel me? You know, I love Charlo. I just want to see Charlo in them big fights. You know, like Eddie Hearn said, Charlo, what the fuck are you doing over there? You know what I'm saying? Come home where all the belts are at. Your biggest payday, Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Like Andy Ruiz did it. You know, he became a champion. Unified champion, Andy Ruiz, you know, Manny Robles, he was on a Boxing Voice. Come on, Kevin Cunningham was on the show this morning. Come on, Corey Spinks, undisputed champion from St. Louis. We in here, bruh. You know me, bruh. We in here, Ness. You know TMG, the Boxing Voice, Border Wars, Patreon. Sign up right now. Let's go. Let's do it.
H Money with the energy. Going out to Brandon in Cincinnati. Talk to me.
What's good, Mike? What's good, Ness? Let me get my picks out, brothers. I'll take Jermall Charlo. I want to go with the stoppage. I like Brandon Adams. I just don't think he's on this level. Erickson Lubin, that stoppage. As far as the DAZN card, Demetrius Andrade in a close fight. I like Sulecki, but I think Andrade is just too slick, too skilled, gonna box well against him. Take Joseph Parker, Richard Commey in a tough, rugged fight. Similar styles. I just think the young, gritty fighter is gonna be able to outclass the old, gritty fighter. So I'm gonna take Richard Commey. Patrick Day, I like you, bro. I think you're a good boxer. I applaud you for taking the step up. A lot of fighters in your position has had a lot of setbacks. A couple setbacks, I mean to say, wouldn't take a fight against a killer like Adames. But with that being said, I think Adames is going to stop Patrick Day. I'll take Nano. And that should be about it for the picks. That's my call.
Brandon, man, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Decatur, Georgia. Talk to me.
Hey, fellas, what's crack-a-lacking, man? Hey, so I ain't even going to talk about the fights too much because they pretty much is what it is. Let me ask you a question, though, Ness. How many different types of titles should it be? Because I ain't digging this goddamn franchise bullshit.
Yeah, me neither, man. If it was up to me, it would be one WBC per division, and that's it.
Exactly. That's the same shit I'm on, man. And it's fucked up because Canelo a good ass goddamn boxer, man. I hate when good talent get overshadowed by bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying I be tripping about that A side, B side shit. Because basically, you could use that in this instance right now. That what Canelo using, he avoiding that man Charlo, he avoiding goddamn Andrade. Like, shout out, and we got to do something to get Andrade more goddamn fights, man. I know he with DAZN.
But yo, let me ask you a question though, and let this question go for you and everybody else, right? Like, is he really avoiding Charlo if he's moving up to fight Sergey Kovalev or that dude? I don't know his name right now. It escapes me. Callum Smith.
No, not in those particular instances, because he is that them great fights, to be honest. But I'm saying though, back in your division and shit, you got people waiting on, and this man been calling you, Charlo been calling this man out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Canelo see something in Charlo. He like, man, besides the power, like, I ain't trying to fuck with this cat. But in other words, he could fuck with him and make hella, man. I know that'll be a good ass match. It'll make good though. So I mean, he just need to. Canelo got to do that, man. Just like in the welterweight, everybody keep talking about Bud, yada 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 yada. But if you gonna be unified, you got to come around the corner and see us eventually. You know what I mean? So goddamn, they just need to fight, shouting. You know how I feel about things. I like for motherfucker get in the ring and make it happen. So, cause I mean, I still ain't digging that franchise shit. We don't need no more goddamn title. What, we gonna make everybody a goddamn champion that's in the top 5 or something? You know what I mean? We don't need that shit, man. But that's my call, man.
Lids Low, man. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to new caller, first time caller, Nazir King. Talk to me. Where you calling in from, champ?
Bro, I called in a week and a half ago, Seattle. Remember? I joined Ringer.
You're a Ringer too?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got you. I won't forget that. Apologies.
I joined Scout because I was like, this might be easier than calling in or whatever.
Definitely is way better in terms of audio quality, and it is easier to call in. Blog Talk gives us issues every now and then. But how are you, Nazir? Talk to us.
Nah, pretty good. I'm gonna spit a diatribe, bro. So my picks is Andrade in 12 rounds because I don't see him knocking nobody out. Charlo inside 6 because Brandon Anderson was like, he was just happy to be there today when I see the press conference. Dude was a little too happy, kind of like special ed happy. I don't know what's up with that dude. That dude was just like dancing. Like you seen afterwards too. He was dancing around. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You about to fight for a world title? But it is what it is. Speaking about Canelo, bro, this guy's on that Floyd Mayweather type of ish. This guy just want to have names on his record later on. Like, oh hey, I beat up Kovalev at the end of his career. Oh hey, I got a title in a different division, but it's a regular title, not a super title. I'm like, this guy's on BS. Like, if he's going up division 168, bro, I want him to fight Benavidez, bro. Fight that dude when he gets his title back. Fight that dude, or fight a Caleb Plant, or move up and fight a Better Reeve or something, bro. This guy, he's on that bullshit, bro. And he's not trying to do no undisputed, bro. He's like, oh hey, let me just go in and out. Like, oh hey, let me try this out. Let me try that out. He probably gonna come down and get what's it called? Tony Harrison if he can reclaim the title. He's on that bullshit, bro. I swear to God, he's on that weirdo shit.
All right, Nas, thanks for calling in.
Yo, quickly, before I get off, bro. I want to say something about Mike, bro. I wish we could give Mike a franchise championship because that dude don't you about to get no wins, bro. I feel bad for Mike. Where you at, Mike? This guy's about to get no wins, bro.
What you mean, in boxing?
Yeah, I feel bad for Mike, bro. He got that draw and he's sticking with it, bro. I want to see him in another fight. Like this dude, let's get him a franchise championship or something. I feel bad for Mike.
Yo, Mike about to bounce back, man. He going for the rematch.
All right. Tell him, bro. I'm about to hop on tomorrow whenever he's on, bro, because I got to say
He's on. Mike, they looking for you.
Though. Dude, quiet. Yo, Mike.
What's up, man?
Bro, I'm going to come back
What's good?
Yo, I said we should get you that franchise championship, bro, because you seem like you too happy with that draw. What's up?
Happy with a draw?
Yeah, bro.
If I was happy with it, I wouldn't be getting it back.
Nah, because your energy, like, switched up, like, since that fight, bro. you haven't been the same, bro. I'm like, what's up with Mike?
Honestly, bro,
So,
it's like we got border war shows and stuff. Sometimes I just like try to stay on topic and saying, and boring boxing ain't called in lately. You know what I'm saying? FOG ain't called in, so
cause
I ain't really had much.
you ain't on your Charlo, bro. This guy, he doesn't even have his beater on. He never be flexing no more. I'm like, what's up with Mike, bro? He be just quiet, like down low, ducking his little head shoulder. I'm like, what's up with this dude, bro?
Damn, ducking my little head and shoulder. Okay, already. I mean, everybody got their opinion. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening.
It, bro. All right, bro.
Yo, shout out to Nas, man. Thanks for calling in. We going out to...
That was Lil Nas X?
Nasir.
Oh, Nasir. I thought it was Lil Nas X. My bad.
What the hell is that? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
But shit, let me stay on Mike for a minute. Mike was talking so much shit. I thought Mike was the baddest thing on two wheels. And then Mike...
I am. Most definitely am.
He still is. Okay, it's good to hear that, man, because it sounds like somebody else gave you a little worky work out there.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody else on two
y'all
wheels.
nervous. Boy, I see what these boxers go through and shit. These fans are crazy, man. What makes you think that I have changed even the slightest bit?
Well, you know, you might have that Adrian Broner syndrome. You know, when he got hit by Maidana, he ain't been the same since. Remember, we talked about this morning. And like the old boy was just saying, you ain't been the same since.
I was still pretty, after my fight, I ain't really get hit a lot.
No doubt. Look, man, I'm gonna pull the carpet now. Ness, don't get mad. I know you be getting heated when I be doing shit like I'm about to do. But it's a conspiracy, but I challenge you guys to challenge the timeline that I'm gonna present. Canelo has a pattern. Okay? Now when Canelo, he took 2 serious fights and then he went up and fought Liam Smith and Chavez Jr., correct? At upwards of 160 plus pounds. I don't know for certain, but I bet you those fights didn't have stringent testing. That's around the era where you seen lumberjack Canelo with the big neck, super buff, going up fighting Chavez at above 165 pounds ripped. Didn't lose a thing. 2 fights up, came back down. Vita testing, all that shit, took 2 serious fights with Golovkin. Now, here we go again. Back up to the bullshit. To me, this is a clear cycling. This is clearly cycling, you ask me. Now, y'all challenge that timeline, man. I guarantee you he don't take another serious fight to where it's stringent testing until at least he's going to fight Kovalev. That's easy work for Canelo. They know his body's weak. He's a shot fighter. He'll go up there to look good. This is the same thing he did with Chavez Jr. You go up there, cycle on it for about a year and a half, come back down. Now we'll fight Golovkin again. I think he ducking Golovkin. I don't think he wants that smoke, and here's why. Golovkin learned, oh shit, I'm not the chosen one. I'm the redhead stepchild when it comes to this guy. You got to understand, Golovkin was the praised child at HBO. He couldn't imagine that someone being him taking the shorter end of the stick. He even was challenging Andre Ward, talking about you don't put enough butts in the seat. Now, he got to Canelo and he realized, shit, I'm not going to get a draw against this guy. You know what? I think we see evil Gennady. The Gennady that's going to throw all caution to the wind and say, I can't fucking win on the cards. And I think Gennady will let it all hang out against him in the third fight and really, really push the tempo and go after him. And I think Canelo and Kemp may know that. And I don't think they want that smoke, man. That's truly what I think. Andrade, he's never made me care about him. I don't know anyone that I care about that he's ever beaten. So for now, Demetrius Andrade got to make me give a damn. He's just been meandering at a mid-level status. He's been around, and his name has been a name for, it feels like, 7 years. But what's he done? I don't understand. Maybe it's his promotional obligations, whatever it is. But let's get something happening here. That's my call.
JP, man, thanks for calling in. We going out to
Canelo and
Boomerangs.
Chavez did have Vada, but Canelo and Liam Smith did not have Vada.
Boomerang status, JP. JD.
Yo, real quick, just to bounce off of JP, last call with Andrade. Listen, in his defense, it was not his fault that the Billy Joe Saunders fight didn't. What were they, like 1 week out, 2 weeks out from that actually happening? So I give him a little leeway with that, right? But other than that, I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to call back and say I remember my point, which was y'all were talking about Gervonta and Mayweather, right? Well, they got another one of my favorite guys, Richardson Hitchens. Listen, if you ask me, the guy should be, at least undercarding on TV by now. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how they handling the little dude. If you ask me, I mean, the guy is on the same level coming up. Like, he's right there with the Shakur, or if not with him, right under him. You know what I'm saying? So at least get this dude. This is a perfect card right here. He could have been opening on a Charlo card. You know what I'm saying? When are we going to see this dude? I don't like the way that TMT is handling the young guy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little frustration with that, but that's all I wanted to just put out there. That's all I got.
Richard Hitchison is 9-0, and he's fought 3 times this year, and he fought 3 times in 2018. So I think
he should be on TV by now.
Along, but I don't know why he hasn't been on TV. But I'm sure that's to come soon. Probably be on Showbox or something coming up pretty soon.
JD, you done? You over here with like a minute left? Just got air? What's going on?
Oh, well, yeah, that's all I got, man. I don't like running through topics. Just talking about bullshit. I like getting straight to the point.
All right. Well, let me get on out to Caesar. What's going on, champ?
What's going on, Caesar?
What's good, my bros? How you guys doing today, man?
All good. Can't complain.
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, I just hopped in, man. So can you guys refresh me on what you guys talking about so I could chime in?
All this weekend's fights, brother. All this weekend's fights.
Jermall Charlo, Brandon Adams.
Oh, these weekends
Sulecki,
coming up.
Erickson Lubin back in action. Commey
all
versus Beltran.
Right. You know what, man? I like that Sulecki fight with Andrade, man. That's a good fight for Andrade. Sulecki looked good, real good against Jacobs, in my opinion. I feel like he can give Andrade some work. I feel, man, he arguably won the fight against Jacobs, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but he was peppering Jacobs, man, all night. So if he had a little bit more power, I think he could have hurt him. But, yeah, so I'm excited to watch that fight. I'm excited to watch the Charlo fight. I know he's getting some good work. I just got done watching the interview with Jermall Charlo. Shout out Ringwalk Danny. That was a great interview. Yeah, man, it's a little disrespectful what the WBC's doing. But, I mean, Jermall don't even speak up about it. You know, he'll mention it here and there, but he don't push for it, man. I don't see that hunger in him to want to get after Canelo, to want to get, stay
That's
on
what
his
I'm
neck,
saying,
man. You gotta be hungry.
Me, dog. Rocky spoiled me. I want people to be what's that my man name? You gotta be Clubber Lane. If you ain't Clubber Lane, you ain't doing nothing. You gotta show up at his press conference. Yeah. And not the way Andre did it. Andre did it all respectful and that shit was whack.
Lara did it though. Yeah. Lara got up in that podium and he wanted that fight, man.
And
he asked for it and he got that fight. Yeah, man. So you got to stay in his neck, man, or else it ain't never gonna happen, man. You can kiss that
you gotta
goodbye,
call him out his face like Triple D did, and just like Laura did. You can't let him hide. You let him hide.
And Canelo prideful. Canelo's prideful as hell. You know he'll take that fight. He ain't gonna make nobody. He gonna let nobody make him look bad, man. So,
bro, he always say he'll
Charlo,
fight who
man,
the people
speak up,
want.
brother. I want that. Yeah, exactly. So he's got to speak up, man. I see a lot of Charlo haters, man. I don't know why these brothers get a lot of hate, man. But I think they're talented, man. I think they're a force in their divisions, man. So, I mean, speak up, man. Get that fight, man. Those guys are warriors, man. So I want to see them get the big fights, man. They deserve it.
Agreed.
But that's my call, brothers, man. You guys have a great day. I'll be listening.
All right, Caesar, man. Thanks for calling in. I want to thank everybody that called in. We are done. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We're uploading plenty of interviews right now. Ringwalk Danny is in Houston for the Brandon Adams and Jermall Charlo fight, and we're just uploading as much as possible. So if you heard me kind of quiet in the background, that is part of the process. But I am NessGTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NessGTO. Mike, you on mute, Mike. What is up with Mike, bro? What is
Man,
up
this
with
fucking
Mike?
board, man. It's like it says unmute on the screen, but the board, I'll be forgetting, man. Shout out to the board, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And yeah, man, be on the lookout for us tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things going on tomorrow, morning show, betting show, and maybe a possible live fight chat tomorrow night too. So be on the lookout for that, man. Yeah, man, thank you guys for
What's
joining
the
in.
biggest fight tomorrow? Is Adamas in them tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Dave,
also Friday.
Yeah, and Beltran and Commey.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, man, it's
Friday's
good,
gonna be busy.
good day. Good day tomorrow, man. Good day Saturday, man. Blessings to everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Yo, Fresh BX, don't run from the chat. You always talking about how great Andrade is. You better call in when he don't get a stoppage.
Jimmy, man. Hey, Jimmy. You know what? I ain't gonna be disrespectful, Jimmy.
Wow.
Good luck in your next fight.
Wow. What Jimmy say?
Talking shit, man.
About you?
Yeah. Hey,
you don't want to sign the TMG, bro. You on the other side.
Who?
You don't want to sign the TMG.
What is that?
Oh, you trying to play us? We the biggest.
Oh, my bad.
We the biggest thing on Border Wars, man.
Really?
Bro, we got dudes quitting Border Wars.
I got niggas calling.
They can't take the troll. They can't take our
in.
troll. They can't take our troll. Our troll is to the next level. We got dudes quitting.
I got niggas calling in who not even associated with Border Wars or TMG, asking me about my fight, asking me about my mind state, asking me about what I got going on. So apparently, whatever I'm doing or not doing, got these guys interested. And best believe me, I will not have another draw or loss in Border Wars. Super chat from
I hope not. I hope not.
Man, look at this guy.
That
Get a
shit
fucking
could be.
this guy right here, boy.
No, because that shit could be like psychologically damaging.
What's that?
If you get another draw or a loss.
Why would it damage me?
Because you might never do it again.
Nah.
Emotionally, it might hurt you psychologically because you was all bad and brave.
My nigga said emotionally it might hurt me.
Yeah, I mean, look, you was coming into this all like bad.
Nigga, I'm the
brave.
same nigga that I was last.
Nah,
last
you ain't got the same energy after that draw.
Because it's, in my opinion, it's a time and place for it. And my opponent not calling in, I ain't gonna just sit up and bash him and talk shit about it. You know what I'm saying?
But you ain't gotta bash him.
I
think that you just realize, it ain't about talking no more. You did that the first time, and you gonna have to take a different approach. That's all.
No, not even that. It just realized that I need to start a little bit faster and get my angles down. That's about it. I think everything else was my favorite.
All that translate into I should have listened to Ness and sparred.
Not really, because I did listen to you and got a draw. So imagine if I was listening to what you said, nigga, I probably would have got a stoppage or some shit. So I ain't want to overwhelm people with my first fight in Border Wars. So I didn't want to scare people.
You ain't want to scare them off because then you ain't got no opponent.
I ain't got no opponent.
You need him to get them other dudes in.
Yeah, it's a guy from Canada that Jose was telling me about. Some guys.
Jose quit, man. He done.
Quit what?
He done everything. You see, he ain't calling. He's done. He's done.
Man, y'all got Jose fucked up.
That Border Wars chat is crazy, bro. He done.
Jose be back.
Nah,
but,
man. I got personal messages. He's done. He's done. He can't take Anthony Edwards. Everybody too mean to him. It's over.
Jose, man, I know you listen, man. Just give me a call, man. I'll talk to you. I'll have you in the right mindset, man. Don't worry about Anthony Edwards, man. He's gonna take you lightly, like he did Cruz. But one thing you got, Dick.
He ain't not even fighting no more. What you talking about? It's over. He done.
What the belt said?
Edwards looking for an opponent. Didn't you hear?
I'm saying what the belt said. At least return the belt.
Nah, he
well,
done.
He ain't done, man. We all know Jose like this fucking this mental shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool, bro. I think you just being overly emotional. You know what I'm saying about Jose. I think you guys need to.
Bro, he hit me up personally and said, like, I'm talking about long messages, bro. Them ain't fake.
Yeah, okay. Time about you motherfuckers. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess he is done.
He done, man. He done.
Other than that, though, man, Border Warriors, September 12th, 13th, whenever it is, I'll be ready. You guys ain't got to worry about me.
Start training. What you trying to wait 8 weeks like real fighters?
Yeah. I ain't gonna start training until August.
Wow, 4 weeks out.
Yeah. Next month, like I said, my daughter be here on Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're gonna be doing like a lot of activities. I'm gonna teach her how to play soccer. Well, I'm gonna go sign her up for soccer, sign her up for the swimming class again, and teach her how to play tennis. That's another thing that she wanted to do. So I'm gonna have a lot of little activities that keep me in shape, you know what I'm saying, but not, you know what I'm saying, boxing shape, but I will have my cardio and my stuff down, so I won't, you'll see the same Mike you saw in the first fight, throwing a whole lot of punches, working the jab, you know what I'm saying, not getting tired, ready to go shit 3 more rounds, you know what I'm saying, I'm never going to be the guy who's not going to have his cardio down packed, so you guys don't have to worry about that, but my daughter does come first, you know what I'm saying, she is going to be here, and haven't seen her since her birthday in February, so it's a great time for me and her.
Let me 951. You never press 1. Is this Christopher? Hello? Christopher? Hello. All right. So, that's Dominic. Dominic, what up?
Yo, what the fuck? I said I'll come right back, bro.
Bro, we forgot you,
man. Damn,
but we really didn't, though. Day. We really didn't because we came back to you.
You feel like you still ain't ready.
Christopher. No, I'm ready, bro. So I'm going to get on Mike's head. You know, I heard that Terrence Crawford might be going to PBC. What's up with that?
I ain't never heard that. That'd be real
cool for him to do that. That'd be real cool if he did that, though. And he can get the fights he wanted.
Who told you that shit?
Right?
So funny that rumor comes out after we interview his trainer who says the contract is up. Yo, don't believe everything you hear.
Of course, man.
Well, I mean, these fights that are coming up is cool, you know, the Charlo brothers and stuff like that. I respect all PBC fighters. But, you know, I just want to see the best fighting the best. I'm kind of tired of the best not fighting the best. No matter if it's DAZN or PBC. I still want to see it. You motherfuckers, we'll do that shit right here. But yeah, that's my call.
He getting mad because somebody got an emergency around him.
Yo, what up? People love calling in on late night checking.
Man, let me get to these super chats too while you bring up the last call. We got a couple super chats we get to. Let me bring up that window.
Who's that peeking in my window? Nate, talk to me, Nate, in California.
I thought it was Nate from the UK.
Nate? Wrong.
Nate in Cali.
Not Nate. New 6. 662.
Dude, I don't know what Ness over there doing, man, but he is not.
Nah, I'm uploading video. 662.
Okay.
613. 662 613.
Yeah, this Rod and 870, bro.
What the hell?
I got 15 numbers, man.
This my work phone, man. I left my personal phone at the house, man. I'm headed to wash my car, so I just called in from this number.
All right, what up, Rod?
What up, man? Nah, just talk about the Charlo deal, man. I don't think he was satisfied today, man. Watching the press conference, I think he kind of pissed off, like you were saying yesterday, Mike, and I think you were saying the same thing there. I think they stole his meal ticket, and he was looking forward to getting that mandatory from Canelo. But in the fights, I have him by knockout, 6 rounds or less. I got Lubin, TKO. I won't call around, but I'll just say he's going to stop the guy in the fight. And then I'm going to go with Demetrius Andrade. I like to say knockout, but he's more of a boxer. He let his hands go, but he don't really, sit on his punches. So I'm going to say he's going to win unanimous decision, probably 118, 110, 116, 112, something like that. Other than that, man, what else is going on? You guys have been talking about the heavyweights lately, so it's like you guys have done a good job with finding new topics to discuss. So I think that's good. But the other day I called in and I said something about our UK fans, how they kind of falling off, and I enjoyed hearing them calling in. Is it just me, or are you guys feeling the same thing?
They definitely, their presence has definitely died down, but you got to understand it. And I told y'all it would happen. I've watched it happen year after year, fight after fighter, man. They did it with Kelbrook. Once a fighter loses, they discard him, man. They throw him away. They move on to the next champ.
Yeah. But it's crazy, Nash, because you still got Tyson Fury, who is considered top 2 heavyweight in the world. You can get behind him. You can get behind, who else?
But that's what they doing. That's exactly what they doing. They did get behind Tyson. What you mean?
No, really, not like if you look at the Tyson Fury numbers on
not like
on
they
his
calling
shows.
in, dude. With AJ, you heard those guys calling every day. And you know what? It's crazy because I hated those guys at first, but then you learn you start to feel a competition between the U.S. callers, Javier, everybody, as well as the UK callers. So it was kind of good camaraderie, but it's like it's gone now. It's like you just got the U.S. callers going after each other now.
Because we not emotional. Well, some fighters are.
That's my call, man.
For sure.
Get to these super chats real quick. We got one from Eric Cruz. Anyone other than Danny and I going to the Charlo's fight? I think he's maybe from the TB family. Probably maybe some guys down there that may be going. JD might be going. I don't know about Joseph, but I'm sure some guys are going to be down and represent TBV. We got a super chat from a guy. I do not know his name or his message. That both were retracted, but he's showing some love. Chris Boxfer 101. Yo, Mike, I'm waiting on the line. I think we would try to go to you, but you didn't say anything. And Nazir King. Mike, check the link I sent you. What you sent to me on, bro? IG, Facebook? Maybe IG.
Yeah, so and that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget, youtube.com/TheBoxingVoice. We got tons of interviews coming out as we speak. Jump on it.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Bye.